last few videos I did, I told you that planning a vacation on next month up in Ohio. Well, I don't know. Them plans are. There's a chance those plans are going to fall through due to some unforeseen circumstances, which I don't know for sure yet. But if we don't get to go, it's okay. I'll just stay around here and do something. Or I like to go down to Cumberland Falls. They got a cabin in RAZE, and they got a couple pretty good ghost stories down there about the lady at the falls, where her and her husband was years ago supposedly getting married or something, and he pushed her off the falls or committed suicide or something. And they see the lady in white around the falls, and then there's one of the cabins supposedly haunted. Kind of, you know. So if we don't get to go to Ohio, maybe we'll do that. If not, I'll just probably beat around the mountains or something around here with my 4-wheelers or something, or just go hiking and bigfooting. I'll find something to do, that's for sure. Been fishing some, not as much as I was, but weather's been pretty fair. It rained there for a few days, but not too bad. I guess another thing I could tell you about, sometimes, which for years I owned a video store. Ran a video store, then owned a video store for many years. And so, once you get into that type of business and in the entertainment type business and doing that kind of stuff, it's hard to escape it. It always kind of follows you. So, I do still watch quite a few movies and stuff, but I like to do reviews of Bigfoot movies and paranormal movies and ghost movies and things like that. So I have got a couple more I'm going to watch and probably review them. One of them's kind of a little family-like movie, and the other one's more of a slasher type deal. I don't know. So Bigfoot, a murdering Bigfoot type thing. So I like doing that. You know, if I get time, it's hard for me to find time to sit and watch a movie a lot of times. It's, you know, sometimes I can watch a 30-40 minute program, but it's hard to watch a 2-hour movie or 2.5-hour movie. But I do sometimes. What else have we got going on? Another topic I can tell you about, or another event that happened here recently for me, again. I guess I don't really call it an event. Anyways, I was contacted again by one of the producers of Finding Bigfoot, and they were interested in a story and a report that I had taken in. And I'm happy to report that I was able to get all that squared away, where the witness and the people of Finding Bigfoot, the producer, I won't tell their name or anything like that, I won't do that, were able to contact each other, and from what I understand, they're going to actually go and do a little bit of filming for the Finding Bigfoot show. So it was a good report, and so that's, you know, sometimes I play the middleman, I guess, on that. Well, I have several times, helping them you know, contact the witness. And if you're a witness of mine and you send me a Bigfoot report or whatever, and I'm contacted by a TV show, I don't just give out your information. I'll contact you again and see if you want to talk to them. If you don't want to talk to them, they won't get your information from me. That's just how I do things. So once the Finding Bigfoot producer contacted me, I got in contact with a witness who is someone I know. You know, someone I've dealt with for a few years now. And I said, you know, I asked them if they wanted to, you know, that if they wanted to talk to them, that the producers of Finding Bigfoot had talked to them, and they was interested in one of the sighting reports, and it just happened to be yours. And if you want to talk to them, let me know, and I'll give them your information. So once I passed the information back to the Finding Bigfoot producer, they was able to, I think, have well, I know that they had a phone conversation, and everything. It looks like they're going to come out to where this witness is at and do some filming for the Finding Bigfoot show. So that's, I know that's may not seem like much, but and you never know that I that I was involved in any way, but I've done that several times. So I don't know. It's funny that you can kind of be involved, but you're not involved, I guess. But, well, that's kind of interesting. So that I know the people in the counter and the area a little bit. Thanks to them, I've not been to that area before. It's a different state, but from what they have told me and over the years, and the area that I've seen pictures and stuff of it and things like that. Could be a good show, maybe so. But we can hope. And I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they're good people, so I'm glad they're getting a little bit of recognition for what they do. They're researchers, so a lot of times researchers don't get much credit. It's researching Bigfoot or UFOs or whatever. I know I can say Bigfoot for sure. Bigfoot is somewhat expensive to, especially if you travel a lot. I'm glad that I live in an area where got a lot of mountains and a lot of sightings close to me, and it's still expensive. I mean, you got to buy cameras and fuel and plaster, and that's quite a bit of expense to it. And then if you do the internet like we do, we do our videos and we have some websites and stuff like that. There's maintenance and cost on that as well. It's a little, you don't get into Bigfooting. Well, at least I didn't. You don't get into it for making money. I mean, I got some things I do that I sell, and people sometimes they give me a little hard time over that, because that's how I fund my group, and that's how I fund my research, and that's how I pay a few bills occasionally. But people want to give you a hard time because you wrote a book and you're selling a book, or you're done some documentary DVD, movies and films, and you sell those, and people won't give you a hard time about that. But hey, yeah, I gotta fund this this somehow. I think they don't give me my stuff for free, and my gas, I got to pay for my gas and my supplies, and well, I had to buy another pair of hiking boots for this year. I only get about, as much as I go out, I only get about a year's worth of hiking out of my shoes. And then they're not fit for the mountains. I can keep them and use them to mow grass in or something like that, but they're not worthy of doing a lot of hiking in them. Because now around here, when we hike, when I hike, anyways, we have a lot of rough terrain. We have some old logging roads and things like that. Maybe we can walk sometime, but a lot of times I go in there where there's really no roads. I have to go right up, places where it's pretty rocky and rough, and it don't take long. Your shoes and stuff break down pretty quick. At least mine do. And so, I bought a little better hiking boot this time. I don't know. I'll see how it work. I don't know. It seems to be okay. I've not actually tried them out real good yet, so. You don't never know. Sometimes you pay an expensive price for something and it don't last no longer than the cheap thing. So, but don't fall out with people because, or don't fall out with Bigfoot researchers or whatever because they try to make a little bit of money off of their research, as far as books or movies or even speaking engagements. I think you ought to keep it reasonable. I don't see charging nobody a big, humongous amount for you to come and talk about Bigfoot. But I can understand you getting your travel expenses paid and making a little bit of money. But the main thing with these people who sell items that's Bigfoot related, as far as movies, books, whatever, is I think it's important. At least it's important to me that they be honest with what they're researching. Yeah, I could probably tell and make up some fantastic stories or whatever, shooting at a Bigfoot or whatever, who knows, because you've seen other people do it, and they get quite famous doing it, but I don't want to. To me, my reputation is more important to me than money. So a lot of people don't feel that way anymore, but I do. I'd rather be poor and have a good name than be rich and be thought of as a scumbag. So, but take that to the bank if you want to. That's just the way I am. Money, I like money. It's you need it to survive. Seems like, as far as in the modern world. But food, shelter, whatever, internet, essentials of life, food and shelter and internet. So, but I never sell out and make up stories to sell you a product. That's pass it off as a real story is what I'm talking about, hoaxing. That's totally so bogus. Can't stand it. I do have a fictitious story that I'm in the middle of writing, but it's totally a fictitious story. It's for entertainment, and it's Bigfoot related, but it's for entertainment. Now, these people that write stuff and they try to pass it off as being something real, and I just don't care much for that. I think it's kind of low, but I don't want to sell out for no bucks. I know people who have attached themselves and associated themselves with people I find who do that kind of thing, and they're doing it just to try to get fame and popularity. I just don't think it's worth it. If your integrity is no good and you'll sell out just for try to get a little fame or something, I'll be good to you, be nice to you, but we'll probably never be real tight friends. Loyalty. One of the biggest things for me is loyalty. If you can't be loyal, I ain't got much for you. I guess I'm just too old school when it comes to that kind of stuff. But now I'm talking about too much personal stuff, I guess, that nobody cares about. Maybe I should put back on my fake nose, my fake glasses. I've got a fake mustache too. Maybe I'm gonna break it out in a few days, keep it lively for everybody. But I don't know. I hope you guys are liking the videos. I know a few people got a little bit mad over my last video, but that's okay. You can't make everybody happy, so I'm just trying to tell you my experiences and what little bit I know. One interesting thing that I don't know if I've heard anybody really talk much about it. I have a little bit, but concerning Bigfoot, it seems to me, from what I have determined or been able to experience, is that Bigfoot does like to be around pine trees, hemlock trees, things like that. I heard, I'm not for sure, but I heard that the bark off of pine trees is good for upset stomach, so maybe that has something to do with it. I know pine needles and stuff, of course, when they decompose, give off heat, which makes good bedding and stuff like that. And plus, it's easy to hide. If you notice, if there's a lot of pine trees, you can't see in them. So if Bigfoot wanted to hide more, maybe that's has something to do with it, with coverage type thing. But it does seem like that Bigfoot is, at least in this area, they like to be around pine trees for, I guess, for various reasons, or reasons I don't really do. But it's kind of interesting. What else can I tell you about Bigfoot? Once again, this video is probably going to be too long, so probably break it up into a couple of videos. But that's okay, because my chances of doing these videos for a little while, they're probably going to go away. So if I got a few saved up, I can maybe put a few out while I'm not able to film some. So I'm not saying I won't be filming some. I'm going to try to, but there's a chance, because there'll be more people around, and it's hard to find the time and privacy to just talk without a bunch of noise in the background and things like that, or people going back and forth. And I don't want to do that. You know, I don't think I want to try to do videos with people running around in the background, a lot of talking and carrying on and stuff. So like maybe a little while there where there's a lull between videos, but I'll get back on it. Speaking of videos and things, I'd like to have me a new camera. I'm wanting to get a new 4K camera. I've seen them on eBay for a few $100s. I don't know, maybe $500-600. I'd like to get me one. This camera I got here is a Canon high definition camera, and I like it. It does pretty good video, but I like to get me a 4K. I do have a GoPro I use sometime. So, but it's an older one. I like it one. I like to upgrade it too, but they're expensive. You know, the GoPros are pretty high. And like I say, you're not going to get rich off of Bigfoot. Not the way I do it. Or I don't know nobody that's really rich off of Bigfoot yet. Not that I know personally. I don't guess. Most of us. It's funny. It seems like it's hard to get sponsorship in this type of field. I don't know if it's just because it's a controversial field, I guess. But some people do. Some people get big money through Adam, and they get equipment and things like that donated to them. It's, you know, that's cool. I mean, I'm glad for them, but a lot of us don't. We have to do it on our own and use our own money. And I've had a few people over the years donate some money and things like that to us, but it's expensive to do what we do. It's expensive. Then if you know, like I was talking about making the documentary films, you know, you do them on a shoestring budget, and because you just don't have the money, you know, you don't have the funds to really do it the way you'd like to, but you still got to try to do it, you know. So I would, I'd also like to upgrade my editing software. What I got's pretty good, but I like to have something better, you know. I might make it look a little more professional or whatever. This would be good. But it's just a little bit of time, baby steps, I guess. All you can do sometimes. All you can do is all you can do. Some things are just out of your control, I suppose. I feel kind of tired today. I'm kind of draggy. I don't know, I think it's just weather sometimes, or allergies or something, they drag you down, man. If you don't, you know, I didn't have allergies till I got, well, I guess I had them, I just didn't, maybe they wasn't as bad until I got about 30-year-old, man. They hit me like a ton of bricks, and ever since then, it's, I have days, man, the allergies are so bad that, I mean, I can't do nothing. I'm dizzy-headed, have to lay around, and I've been out in the woods before. Well, there's one area that I research. There's some kind of particular plant or tree or something, and I've got in that area before, and man, I thought I was going to get down. My eyes really go, you know, pouring water, and I go coughing, and I thought I got really going to get in trouble that one day. Man, I tried to drink some water. I drank all my water, you know, try to get all the stuff out of my. I don't know what kind of tree it is, but man, I've been in that area. I've been in it twice, and one time I thought I was going to really get down, and I'd cough so hard and stuff, and my eyes were watering. I thought I was going to pass one out. But the second time I got around it, I noticed it sooner, so I went in the opposite direction and got out of it faster. But that one time I must have been right where they was at or whatever. Sometimes what I'll do, I'll find well, in this one area there's a small creek where Bigfoot research, one of the areas of Bigfoot research. And sometimes I'll hit that creek and go down that creek looking for tracks or whatever, because you know, things, whatever is in there is going to have water, which there's a lot of water other places, but, and so sometimes I'll go down the creeks and look for tracks. But this particular time I was going down the creek and got in that, I don't know what kind of tree or bush or whatever it was, but man, it like to wipe me out. And, I couldn't talk or nothing because I was coughing and everything. So allergies are bad news, man. I mean, I got a neighbor that's got them real bad like that too. Yeah, he's like that about every day. So I mean, he's real dizzy-headed and stuff a lot because of his allergies. And, years ago, they gave me some pills for being dizzy, but I tried to take those, and then if I have to take one of those, I got to sleep 12 hours. So yeah, I don't want to do that. Well, if you don't have allergies, you don't be thankful, because sometimes it's pretty bad. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great week.